Welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3. In grinding up in this area, there's a lot of enemies, like half the enemies, that are weak to light and dark and nothing else, and that got irritating really quick. So I fused Alice, and that solved that problem right off. Not only did I fuse Alice, I also fused Daisojo, so that is my light and dark personas now. Daisojo has Hamaon, so that's a level 2 single target, or maybe a level 3 single target. But more importantly, he has Samsara, which is the strongest area light spell in the game. The only problem I have... He's also weak to dark, but he has null dark, so that's pretty alright. The only problem... Oh, by the way, he also has Dia Rahan, which is the strongest single-target cure spell in the game. Refills HP to full, no questions asked. And he has Recarm, so I can bring people back to life. So this guy is my light user and my healer. The only thing that I really would like more out of him is if I could get that frickin' Hama boost. But my Hierophant Social Link is rank 10, so purely out of Social Link, this is the highest level I was going to get him, which means I'm never going to be able to get him at a higher level without just grinding him up, so I gotta get him up. And then there's Alice. Alice, of course, has a lot of things that are not of the most important on her. She has Regenerate 1 that I managed to get on her from something else. She has Marin Karin because I thought it was fitting. Overall, though, not a whole lot. She has a Repel Dark skill, but she already repels Dark. I think that's more importantly used for Inheritance. The most important thing is that she has Die for Me, which is the most powerful area dark spell in the game. I believe Die for Me has a hit rate of about 80%. And if I can manage to get her up one more level, which once again, death is max, so I'm not getting any more out of a social link, yada yada yada. If I could grind her up and get her Mudo boost, oh man. So that's kind of where I stand with Alice and Daisojo. Daisojo, to fuse him, you had to fuse... It was a 5-way fusion, and this is the only way to make him, is a 5-way fusion between the 4 Mitama personas and Mithra. Alice was not a fun one to fuse. Alice was a 4-way fusion, but one of the ingredients to fuse her... See if I can actually find him.
Is it you? No. It starts with a D, though, I'm sure. Nope, that's Daisojo. That's another guy entirely. It's not Dominion, that's an angel. I'm gonna pass him like everybody's gonna laugh at me or something. I don't actually remember what he's called. I know he was, but is it you? No. Dang it, I passed him.
Oh well. Regardless, it was this one dude that looked like Astro Boy. But, in order to fuse him, you actually had to complete a specific one of her requests. One of the first requests that I got that I've been ignoring was create Jack Frost with Dia. I found a guide online. I don't remember exactly what I had to do this, but it wasn't that hard. You fuse a Jack Frost with Dia, and that'll complete this quest, and unlock this one. Create Valkyrie with Tarukaja. Once again, wasn't that hard to do. But doing this then unlocked another one. Create a level 17 plus Oberon. Now you can do this just by making an Oberon and leveling him up, or I'm maxed in that social link, so all I had to do is fuse him, and I've got like a level 21 Oberon or something. So completing that one unlocked this one, where I had to create a Vetala with Maragi, which is the same thing I mentioned before. It's not that hard, but I had to find a guide to do it. Just to tell me, like, what to fuse into what that can actually get him the skill or whatever. The reward for that one, by the way, is the Sugar Key, which lets you fuse King Frost. But doing that one unlocked this one, which, once again, had to follow a guide, yada yada yada. Wasn't that hard. Once I did that one, it unlocked this one, which, again, all I had to do was make him, found a guide, cheapest way to make him. I'm maxed in the social link, so he's way over level 33, and that rewarded me with the Machine Core, which lets me make the guy. And that was the ingredient to make Alice, which was a 4-way fusion between him and 3 other guys. And now I've got Alice. Actually, you know what? Better idea. Was it not a Taishi? Maybe it was not a Taishi. Yeah, I think it was not a Taishi. Okay, since that was a big guy that I had to work really hard for, I'm gonna go find him. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you the couple new ones that I had to get. So Nata Taishi. Let's go find that one first. Oh, there you are. Nata Taishi, Astro Boy. So that's that guy, got wheels for feet. The other dude that I made was Alice. Not really a dude, but Alice. Alice, and where's the last dude that I had to work real Daisojo? Now, Daisojo and Alice have actually been pretty big mainstays. I'll say due to this I completed a lot of quests off screen, so I'm sorry, but I got really tired of fighting those enemies. Daisojo and Alice have actually been mainstays in the Shin Megami Tensei series for a while now. In fact, Daisojo has generally been one of the higher level healing dudes going. Like, anytime I find a video of, like, hey, we're fighting the giant super end post-game boss of this one Shin Megami Tensei game, they've got Daisojo as their healer. Alice, I believe, didn't start out initially as a persona, but started out as a enemy, like a boss or something. I don't think she was recruitable at the start. Yay! But I don't think she was recruitable at the start, but her skill, called Die For Me, actually comes from, I'm gonna get this so wrong, and I know everybody's going to be, like, butt-clenching really hard about it. But I believe the idea was the main character went to talk to Alice and was kind of talking to her and trying to befriend her and doing what you could so she wouldn't just, like, murder everybody. I don't know. And she ended up like being okay with that and saying, like, you know, you're an alright person. I'd be friends with you. Or I'd befriend you. And she then said that, but all of my friends are ghosts. So, would you die for me? And then, like, boss battle starts. Okay, it is 11:10, and today we are talking to Temperance. But that Die For Me, then, that is where the name of her ability comes from. Temperance, 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 Temperance. You're Temperance, right? Yes, it is! Actually, before we do this... This is my classroom, right? I'm not going into the completely wrong classroom. Yes, before we do that, I'm actually going to go take care of another request. Oh, while I was in there, I also... No, cat dang it. While I was in there, I also completed a... Turn around, you idiot. I also completed one of the quests that just said, like, hey, kill a bunch of these guys. Get an item for killing a bunch of these guys. Like, it doesn't tick down until they're all out all the way, so I'm looking at it going, I see that one selected, I ticked it down, and then I hit confirm. Why didn't it do it? Why is it taking me back to GeckoCon High? So, completed another, so that's a lot of requests that I took care of off-screen. The only real ones left at this point are... The only dated ones left at this point are, this one, which is on 11/21, we've got a little bit of time on that one. This one, which is going to be soon. Another dated, or another one, like, collect an item from a person. I'd like to visit GeckoCon High, I'm going to accept. And we can go take care of that one. Last old document is going to be at the top of the final block. This one is on floors 181 to 190, which we are nowhere near getting to yet, so I'll get to that later. Okay, let's go do the thing! I've spent so much time, like, talking and crap, but I did so much off-screen, I'm sorry.
High school, a place of learning. It comes as quite a shock that such a warm, luminous place transforms into Tartarus each night. What should I do?
Well, I can show you around.
Everyone here seems to be wearing a predetermined uniform. I may draw too much attention to myself.
It'll be fine. School's out. Nobody's here.
I hope this won't pose a problem.
It's fine.
Understood. I shall heed your advice. Now then, excuse me as I make myself less conspicuous.
Really? That's how you're gonna do it? You're just gonna hide behind me?
If I stay hidden from view this way, there will be nothing to worry about.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be even more awkward. That's gonna draw more attention.
Now, onward and into the school.
Okay. Maybe she'll get off my back once we get inside. Nope. Like, literally get off my back. This isn't working.
This is a surprise.
Here's a little shop.
To find a bastion of commerce inside a house of learning.
Hey, school's gotta make money how they can. They certainly don't get much money any other way.
Could you please wait here for a moment? There's something I've been curious about for a while. Excuse me, I'd like to purchase a school lunch.
Oh, you can't do that here.
Oh, yes?
Ah.
I would have liked to taste these school lunches in their native environment.
They're really not that great.
But I've heard that having bread for lunch can be a pleasure in itself. It may prove to be a serendipitous substitute.
Seems to have bought bread, like we're not sure.
I'd like to see your home room.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over her there, but like, as though we're not sure. She maybe bought bread?
This is a classroom.
That it is. Why are these people still here? Go home.
So limited amount of space between them.
Gotta get as many people in as you can. And we don't have the funding to hire enough teachers and to have enough rooms to have really tiny classes, or big classes with less students in them.
But perhaps... Yes, I see. It's designed this way to foster a sense of harmony with others.
No, not at all. We honestly want these kids as far apart from each other as possible.
I can feel the careful thought and foresight from whoever arranged things this way.
Not even close.
This observation post must be what they call a podium. I see. Standing behind it does cause a longing to teach to well up inside of me.
Have fun with that.
First question. Diet food or super diet food? Which is tastier?
I'm gonna say diet food, because super diet food is going to be even more of the diet, which means they're probably going to extract even more of the thing out of it that actually tastes good. Very often does making something, or not very often, does making something more diety add taste.
That is incorrect.
You have some interesting taste.
As a penalty for giving the wrong answer, you will receive your own portion of diet food.
Oh boy. Okay.
Is this what a classroom lecture is like?
Not even close.
I'm feeling rather uneasy with so many eyes on me, so let us move on with the tour.
I was honestly expecting her to, like, ask something about personas. But then I guess Elizabeth is fairly into obscure culture? What's the word for it that I'm thinking of? I don't know. Throwback. Oh man, look at her go. Oh man. The high jump is just so unnatural.
Now that I've experienced student life, my outlook on your world has broadened even further. I'd be happy to accompany you again anytime. Although, to be honest, I don't entirely understand my own motives in wanting to come here.
You're Elizabeth. You have very Elizabeth motives.
But while walking so closely beside you, how should I express this? I felt very fulfilled. Perhaps what I really wanted to learn at school was more about you. But why? In any case, discovering the reasons behind this desire should provide an intriguing diversion for me.
You are most certainly one of a kind. If you leave me at the school, I will actually dang. Well, I might as well get the reward for it. Oh man. That'll do it. Okay, now let's actually go do the thing what I want to do. And that thing is spend a bit of time with Temperance. Gotta remember, I can just speed up text. Not important text. Well, I could, but I wouldn't. Oh man, it's done! Okay, so at this one, you want to ask about his country. That's an interesting one. Whatever you say, dude. I'm not sure that's the right word. Is that the word that I told you to say? No, that was like hello or something. Oh, really? That was the rank 9?